India's health profile has changed considerably over the past few decades. While infectious diseases and undernutrition remain important public health concerns, non-communicable diseases like diabetes, cardiovascular diseases, and stroke have emerged as leading causes of illness and death. Many of these conditions are associated with risk factors like obesity, hypertension, and elevated blood sugar levels, which often develop gradually and may remain undetected until complications arise. Understanding the prevalence and distribution of these risk factors is crucial for assessing the country's evolving health challenges and informing preventive interventions. Using data from the National Family Health Survey or NFHS, this video examines the prevalence of overweight and obesity, hypertension and high blood sugar among Indian adults, highlighting patterns across states, sex, age groups and place of residence. The NFHS is conducted under the stewardship of the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, Government of India, with the survey reports and datasets published by the International Institute for Population Sciences. If you would like to access clean, standardized and analysis-ready NFHS-related datasets, head to dataful.in and explore data across national, state and district levels, with historical survey rounds included for seamless comparison and trend analysis. And now, on to what the numbers say. The share of adults classified as overweight or obese, that is with a BMI greater than or equal to 25, increased across sexes between NFHS 5 and NFHS 6. Among men, it rose from 22.9% to 27.3%, while among women it increased from 24% to 30.7%. Women recorded both a higher prevalence and a steeper increase. The proportion of adults with high or very high blood sugar levels or taking medication increased by about 5 percentage points for both sexes. By NFHS 6, 20.9% of men and 17.8% of women met the survey criteria. Urban India continued to report a higher prevalence of overweight or obesity and elevated blood sugar. However, rural areas also witnessed marked increases. For instance, overweight or obesity among rural women rose from 19.7% to 25.5%, while elevated blood sugar among rural men increased from 14.5% to 19.7%. Unlike obesity and elevated blood sugar, the prevalence of elevated blood pressure or taking medication for blood pressure declined slightly between the two survey rounds. The southern states continue to record the highest prevalence of overweight or obesity among both men and women. Andhra Pradesh emerged as the highest among the major states, with nearly half of all women and over 2/5 of men classified as overweight or obese in NFHS 6. Women recorded a higher prevalence than men across most of the states. The gender gap was particularly pronounced in states like Kerala, Karnataka and West Bengal. The prevalence increased across both sexes in almost all the states between NFHS 5 and NFHS 6. Some of the sharpest increases were observed in Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka, West Bengal and Gujarat. Delhi was the notable exception among men, where the prevalence declined from 38% to 34.8%, even as it remained among the states with the highest prevalence. The prevalence of elevated blood pressure or taking medication to control blood pressure among men was more than that among women. The gap was particularly noticeable in Delhi and Haryana, while only a few states like Punjab showed relatively similar prevalence across sexes. The highest prevalence was concentrated in the southern states and Delhi. Delhi, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu and Telangana recorded the highest shares of men meeting the survey criteria for elevated hypertension, while Karnataka topped the list among women. In contrast, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar and Madhya Pradesh consistently reported the lowest prevalence for both sexes. Similar to overweight or obesity and hypertension, southern states continue to record the highest prevalence of elevated blood sugar. In Kerala, nearly 1 in 3 men and almost 3 in 10 women met the survey criteria for high or very high blood sugar or were taking medication for it. Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh and Telangana also featured among the states with the highest prevalence. The prevalence increased across most major states between NFHS 5 and NFHS 6. Some of the sharpest increases were observed in Karnataka, where the prevalence among men rose from 15.6% to 26.1%, and Odisha, where it increased from 17% to 26.6% among men and 14% to 21.7% among women. Similar upward trends were recorded in Delhi and Uttar Pradesh, indicating that the burden is no longer confined to traditionally high prevalence states. Across the major states, men generally recorded a higher prevalence of elevated blood sugar than women. The gender gap was most pronounced in Telangana and Odisha at about 5 percentage points each, followed by West Bengal and Uttar Pradesh. With that, we come to the end of this data deep dive. Head to the comments to share your thoughts on what these numbers indicate. Like and share this video and follow Dataful on all social platforms for more such data-driven, informative content.
Subscribe to our Dataful plan today and get access to our vast collection of cleaned, ready-to-use datasets across sectors.